Hello creative designers, welcome again to another interesting video tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing us how to achieve this look. Now this is a continuation of the video we have on the channel already. Okay, so I have a previous video on how to achieve the front part. So today we are going to be draping the back side of this outfit. Of course, to start with, you want to make sure that the base is well finished. Okay, so I have my base here, which is a part that will hold the main lace fabric. I've already ironed out and pressed open my seam lines, as you can see. So you want to pin down or pin down your base just like I did or I have done in the video. Okay, and then you pick up the lace fabric you're working with. Now you're going to be working with the more stretchy part of your lace fabric. Okay, so you want to determine the part that is more stretchy, which is the part that it's going to lay horizontally. Okay, that is the part that will lay horizontally. If you've seen my previous video on how to drape the front part, you will understand what I mean by laying horizontally. Okay, so now let's dive straight into this video. Now, as you can see me do in the video, I'm actually pinning down the strategic points just to hold down my lace fabric. Of course, you want your lace fabric to be intact so that by the time you start stretching it out, it doesn't tear, and then you can visually see what you're working with. Okay, so now I've already pinned down the strategic point, and of course after pinning you want to start stretching out. Please do not overstretch. You don't want to pull too much because you don't want to get your you don't want to rip your fabric, you don't want to get it torn. Okay, so I'm pinning down the strategic point just like you see me do in the video. Okay, so most part of this video I may not talk because it's a process video, and I feel you will understand what I do by just looking at what I do, rather, so you will understand every bit of this video by just watching. But if there is a point where I need to talk, of course I will let you know. Okay, so now I've already pinned down the strategic points, and as you can see, I'm stretching out my fabric. Now when it comes to draping, you need to work with a lot of pins, of course, because this is actually what is going to help hold your fabric in place so that they don't move around. Okay, so I will just keep pinning. I was just checking out my camera to be sure that no part of this video is cut out. Okay, so I'll just keep pinning down. I'll keep pinning down. If there is a place you feel is not well relaxed, you want to remove your pin and repin that point. That is exactly what draping is all about. You keep stretching out, you keep pinning, you repin. If there is a part that you feel it's looking rumpled, you remove the pin and then you repin. Okay, so as you can see me do in the video, I'm just stretching out my fabric. Please, like I said, do not overstretch, because if you do, you will not get the desired result. Okay, so I'm just stretching out. So you stretch out and then you pin down. You stretch out and then you pin down, just like I'm doing in the video. Can you see? You stretch out and then you pin down. Okay, so now as you can see, after pinning the center back down, you discover that there is some kind of smile lines along the waist area. Okay, so what I'm going to do to that part, just watch what I'm going to do to eliminate that. So you're going to stretch your fabric out. You stretch it out this way. Can you see? So immediately you stretch out your fabric, you discover that the smile lines would disappear. And after stretching it out, the next thing you want to do is, of course, to pin down that point. Okay, you pin it down. Now you want to make sure all the points are well arranged. I mean, the fabric is well arranged and it follows the natural silhouette of your dress form. Okay, you want to make sure that your fabric follows the natural shape or silhouette of your dress form. Okay, that is exactly what you want to achieve. So as you can see me do here, I'm just trying to make sure that the under fabric, that is the main fabric, and the fabric underneath are well aligned. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that there is no rumple and there is no what's the English now. I just want to make sure that the fabric is well laid on the fabric underneath. Okay, I want to make sure that the lace fabric is well laid on the fabric that is underneath. Okay, so like I said before, in case you've not seen the previous video, you need to see that video so that you will understand everything that I'm trying to explain here. Okay, so that it doesn't look like magic. I explained vividly how to achieve a flawless drape. Okay, just to achieve a flawless drape in my previous video. Just make sure you go through that video. Okay, you will understand in details what we are doing here. Okay, so like I said, you also need to remove, sometimes you might need to remove your pins and pin again, just to make sure that you achieve the look you're going for. Okay, you want to repin as many times as possible. So if you find a place not relaxing well, all you have to do is to remove your pins and repin that point by dragging your fabric or stretching. Okay, at some point in draping, you might even need to cut through a particular part just to make sure that it relaxes more. But in this video, we are not going to be cutting through any parts, or yeah, we're not going to be doing that. This is a flat drape. So creative designers, in case you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Okay, subscribe, like, share this video so that other creative designers can get to see the video just like you did. Okay, also turn on your notification bell so you can always be the first to get notified every time I post a new video. And to my subscribers, those who had already subscribed to the channel, thank you for always staying tuned. Thank you for always finding a reason to come back. And to the new subscribers in the house, thank you too for tuning in. Thank you so much. So one of the things I need you to take note of is when you are draping, make sure that you are working with the more stretchy part of your fabric. If you are working with a fabric that is stretchy on both parts, like both ends of the fabric is stretchy, you want to determine the more stretchy part. You want to take note of that part, and that is exactly what you will be working with. Now, working with the more stretchy part actually gives you room to manipulate and work well with your fabric. Okay, it just gives you room to play around if you're working with the more stretchy part, unlike when you are working with a non-stretchy fabric. So for the lower part of this outfit, because the main fabric or the client I'm working with is way more bigger than the original size of my dress form, you can see that the lower part is looking like it's gaping. Okay, so I'm just trying to rearrange that part so that it lays flat before I cut out my lace fabric. So I'm just pinning those parts down, making sure that I do not have any smile lines, I do not have any gape. Okay, so you also want to do the same thing for yours. That is why I recommend using a dress form when you are draping like this. Okay, the dress form helps you to see what you cannot see when you just place your fabric on the table and then drape. It just doesn't give you that flawless look. And also, if you have your client available, that makes it more perfect. Okay, so all you just need to do is to drape directly on your client. That way you are working with the um original shape, okay, you have, so you don't have to start rumbling your head on what to do next and what not to do. But having a dress form just gives you room to be able to see what you can't see when you lay your fabric directly on a flat surface. So at this point, I think we are basically done. I'm just going to cut out the fabric and show you what the end result looks like. So as you can see, I'm just cutting through the neckline. Can you see? Please be careful with your beads. Be careful with your eye, okay? Just cut through the nets now, just like I'm doing. And for those who are wondering how I'll be able to sew this down when it's time to sew them down, I'm just going to take out the beads on my seam line. Okay, that's just what I'm going to do. I'll just take out the beads using my bead cutter or blade or scissors. Just remove the beads on my seam line. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll just remove all the beads that are on my seam line, and then I'll just go ahead and stitch down my fabric. Okay, so I'll just cut through, and this is what the end result is going to look like. Of course, you already know what the end result is going to look like. Love me to do more content like this, please drop it in the comment section. And if you have a question, please do well to drop it in the comment section, and I'll be ready to answer all your questions. Okay, I'll be ready to answer all your questions. Creative designers, this is what the final result looks like, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I do. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in my next video. Bye.